Welcome back to video 3 of our training series on nutrient deficiencies and the connection to weight loss. I'm Karen Harrison of Eureka Holistic Nutrition, and this is again part 3 of 3 videos. So make sure you go back and watch part 1 and part 2 YouTube channel. It'll help put context to what we're talking about in part 3. Part 3 is super practical. It's the hope, it's the solution. Sometimes as nutritionists, we actually are bad about saying, here's what all the things you can't eat. Here's why this is bad and this is unhealthy and this ingredient is gonna, wreak havoc on your health. All of those things, we're always sometimes focused on the negative. So now in the video 3, we're focused on the positive. How do you solve nutrient deficiencies in a really good, efficient, time, sensitive manner? It doesn't take forever, and it's very targeted to you as a person, very individualized. So let's dive into the connection between nutrient deficiencies and weight loss, really more from the solving of the problem side of the equation. All right, let's jump in. Again, remember our 4 big ideas were the top 5 nutrient thieves. Why do we even have nutrient deficiencies? How is that connected to weight loss? And big idea number 2. In this video, we're going to be talking about renourishing and replenishing all those nutrient deficiencies and what that looks like and how that impacts the permission that we're giving our body to release the weight. And then number 4 big idea, the next video is really awesome on the results of that. You're going to feel the difference, you're going to see the difference and what to expect in that regard. So when we talk about weight loss, I want us to take a kind of a different approach than calories in, calories out, or CICO model, CICO model. We're taking the metabolic approach here. We're taking the functional approach here. We're taking the fact that because our body is not optimally functioning, that's why we have the weight gain that we shouldn't have. It's not all about just this one math problem. It's about the metabolics. So when we talk about metabolics, we're talking about 3 main areas. We're talking about energy and metabolism and the mitochondria of our cells. We're talking about cellular health here. Then we're also going to be really hitting the second metabolic control of gut health and detox when we're retraining our metabolic health and metabolic controls. And the third one is hormones, hormone balance, and how they interact with each other and how we detox excess. So hormones, gut health, detox, cellular metabolism, cellular energy, those are the 3 key metabolic controls. When we're talking about weight loss from that approach, not just the math. So it sounds complicated, it's really not, but how do you use nutrition to really help these 3 controls work? And that's where the nutritional deficiencies are so key to resolve in order to increase the function of building energy, detoxifying, healing the gut, and hormone balance, hormone signaling. So we get into the nutrition side of the nutrition. How do you increase your nutrition quality and quantity for things that you're deficient in? Let's look at some basic nutrition principles and then also some basic how-tos. So the basic nutrition principles I'm learning in my nutrition science courses in nutritional therapy, and they are found really the top 5 that are common. It doesn't matter what diet, what kind of recommendation. If they don't have these 5 things in common, then that is an unhealthy recommendation because of the research and because of the science, because nutrition history impacts nutrition science. So Weston A. Price, True Nutrition Science, Francis Pottinger, True Nutrition Science, plenty of other nutritional pioneers actually studied food over 13 years and tested it from all kinds of people groups, primitive people groups. And they found these 5 common nutritional truths. One is a variety of healthy diets for a variety of people groups are possible. It's not like there's one size fits all. There's Eskimos that live in the high northern Scandinavian climate who eat high fat diets, very little fruits and vegetables. Their weight is normal, they're healthy. There's tropical people groups in Africa who eat a lot of fruit, a lot of root vegetables, a little bit of fish, very little fat, and they're super healthy. There's Asian cultures that have a lot of high rice, high carbohydrate type foods. They're healthy. It doesn't matter where they were on the globe. Dr. Price found that the healthy people groups were the ones that ate the non-denatured whole foods in their prepared correctly, not processed and high heated and all that, and they ate them close to home. They didn't get imported foods and processed foods. And it could be a variety of different food items and a variety of ratios of macros, proteins, carbs, and fats. But as soon as they denatured the food, as soon as they started processing, as soon as they started buying foods of commerce from imports, bringing foods from the outside, that's when they started to see their health decline. And every single people group had some kind of form of animal food. So nutrition is governed by natural laws. There's a design for food, he discovered. And he said they need the fat-soluble factors, those vitamin A, D, E, and K, from animal sources, not just plants. Food must be properly prepared in whole form, and he was really kind of disappointed that he didn't find a healthy vegan culture. There was no culture that didn't have some form of animal product, animal food in their diet. So animal foods are super important. We'll learn that in our free course and why that is online. If you haven't taken our free course, Dress for Health free course, it's on our website, eurekaholisticnutrition.com. It gets into the details on some of the nutrition piece, but those principles governed all of his findings in nutrition when he was researching. So when we look at that, we've put together a whole nutrition guide on these go-to foods, green, caution foods of yellow, and stop foods of red, that follow those principles, but also follow just a whole nutrient-dense food that's not a real restrictive diet, but also focuses on low glycemic for weight loss, and cultured, fermented, just healing foods. We walk people through the phases of our weight loss program, Dress for Health, using this guide and modifying it to what we're really working on, each of these 3 metabolic controls. So this Get Started guide for our clients guides them through kickstarting weight loss with the 7 tips of nutrition and really focusing on these green go-to foods. It really helps them start the process of recovering nutrient deficiencies because they're eating a very nutrient-dense diet that helps retrain these 3 metabolic controls. So what does this diet look like in practice? Well, nutrient-dense whole foods are really these 4 groups at each meal. And how much and what types of foods you can go back to your food list and pick from. So pick a protein, a natural fat, a rawish carb, and something probiotic. We walk clients through how to actually build their own personalized meal template that's nutrient dense. And this part, just getting the nutrients in, is so key to replacing nutrient deficiencies. Finding foods that are high quality, clean protein, finding foods that are organic and chemical free, finding foods that are cultured and fermented or making our own, that really increases the nutrient density of a food. So for instance, cabbage has a certain amount of vitamin C raw, but when you ferment it, you add that good bacteria and it becomes sauerkraut by adding just a little bit of a culture and sea salt to it, or buying it in the store that's what they call lacto-fermented sauerkraut. You're increasing that vitamin C 100 times. So fermented and cultured foods historically were a way to preserve before refrigeration. So probiotic foods have a high nutrient density, raw-ish carbs. You're not cooking them too much, but some vegetables need to be steamed or lightly cooked in order to be able to absorb and digest better. And then natural fats we talked about in an earlier video of avocados, olives, cold water fish, olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, butter, ghee, instead of those processed fats. And then good clean proteins, or pasture raised or wild caught, soaked beans, some lentils are high in protein. So getting a nutrient dense meal template in, using the food list. You can get this food list and nutrition guide on our website, eurekaholisticnutrition.com, under the resources. Download that and follow that. Just pick those foods, use that nutrient dense meal template, a serving of each of those at each meal. And that's a really good start on replacing nutrient deficiencies, even for weight loss. So what is nutrient deficiencies when we really solve that and we've replenished all of our nutrients? What does that look like? We're sending a message to our body and giving it permission to release excess fat, giving it permission to release excess weight that we don't need. So give your body this permission by sending the message of abundance, by supporting your own ability to detox, by improving your energy, and by utilizing your hormones. Those are, again, we see the 3 foundations to weight loss from a metabolic approach. When we replace nutrient deficiencies, that's the message we send to the body. Hey, now we can detox well. Hey, now we can make energy fine. Hey, now we can signal our hormones and now we're living out of abundance, not scarcity on caloric restriction, that means that we can actually say, you can release the weight. Feel free to release anything our bodies are not needing and are storing as fat. So on the supplement side, here's the food side. We replace nutrient deficiencies, but how about supplementation? Supplements are a little bit trickier, and I have two quick recommendations. One being a very general liquid multivitamin mineral, not a tablet, not a capsule, but liquid form is the best as far as absorbing, as far as utilizing, as far as the brands that are out there and how they've made the multivitamin mineral blend using organic nutrients. There's an Alive brand, a Garden for Life brand, there's Trace Minerals. These are liquid multivitamins you can find in various places. We have Full Script, which is an online supplement store that we have guaranteed quality supplements, third-party tested, even professional grade. And we work with our clients to give them personalized supplement protocols through there with a 10% discount. So these are our favorite. So find a general liquid multivitamin mineral, maybe at a health food store near you, and just have that. There's even a kids one on our Full Script account too. You can message us at connect@eurekaholisticnutrition.com. We can send you a link to these favorite multivitamin minerals that you can take today, super easy, and just 3 or 4 ounces a day, and you're getting all of your nutrients, the micronutrients that you need. And it's when we talked about why we have nutrient deficiencies, the soil being so depleted, our diets being so poor, having this as just a general underlying support from a nutrient standpoint can be super helpful for people. But then really at Eureka, we are way more interested. Yes, the general multivitamin, liquid multivitamin mineral is helpful, but we want to personalize supplementation. So people aren't taking a ton of supplements, they're not taking them long term, and by the way we do that is through lab testing. There's several ones we use. The main one is called Nutristat from US Biotech Labs, and it tests everything. It tests the micros, so vitamins and minerals, tests amino acids, fatty acids, all the phytochemicals in plants. It's a very broad spectrum test on nutrition, and so you know exactly where you're at in those levels, and then we can personalize a supplement for you. We've called it the NutriBlend, Eureka's NutriBlend, and it is through a partner called Freedom to Formulate Personalized Nutrients, and we take the actual testing in the recommended doses and we build your own compounded supplements. So you're not taking a bunch of supplements. It's usually compounded for 3 months, which gives us a good time frame to replenish. And that's part of phase 1 of our coaching program, Dress for Health, which is our weight loss coaching program. We are already really targeting replenishing any nutrient deficiencies from day 1 for clients so they can get the best results long term for their body, for their health, and their weight. But we do that through testing and a personalized compounded supplement. So instead of taking a bunch of supplements, or instead of only having to buy separate bottles for vitamin D and vitamin A, we take all that and create a personalized compounded NutriBlend supplement. And as we go through the phases, if they're enrolled in our coaching program, there's specific supplementation strategies and protocols that we work to help retrain those 3 metabolic controls of energy and GI and hormones. So it's pretty cool once you get down to the personalized approach, and you can very, very clearly see how targeted that is, because everybody's so different. And so just taking a general vitamin A supplement, you don't even know if you're getting the right dosing, you don't even know how long to take it, but getting a personalized compounded supplement, that is amazing, because now you know the dosing, now you know the duration and how long to take, and it's very much your formula, not somebody else's, or not some general, here's the recommended range. So the way you can increase your chances of getting those nutrient deficiencies resolved is through taking a general liquid multi, getting a personalized compounded supplement, definitely improving your diet and what you're eating there. But we really want to encourage you to work with us. work with us directly, because every person is so different in how they process food and how they use food for fuel. Even their mindset of how they think about food, it matters. And so we would love to work with you and help you reclaim your health and release the weight long term through our metabolic approach. It's a very personalized, but it's a structured process, but the framework is very personalized to you through our phased coaching program. You get lifetime access, you have group coaching for mindset, you have one-on-one coaching for strategy, you have personalized protocols, you have on-demand course module videos that walk you through. It is a new you. It's a commitment, but it is worth it, and you are rebuilding your health from a metabolic approach, not just calories in, calories out, for long-term results. And you're not tricking your body anymore. You're giving it real nutrition and real strategies around DRESS, the 5 lifestyle pillars of diet, rest, exercise, stress mastery, and supplemental therapies to really give your body what it needs, not only to lose weight, but also to conquer health issues. If you're navigating an autoimmune condition, if you have Hashimoto's or struggle with diabetes, or anything that you feel like, oh, I've already been kind of out of the loop on weight loss because of this health condition, the metabolic approach addresses both. So join us today. Apply online, eurekaholisticnutrition.com, and work with me page. There's a link to the application that gets the process started. And then if you're not quite sure you're ready for the whole coaching program, or you just want to learn more about our metabolic approach, you can always take our free course, Dress for Health, Metabolic Approach to Sustainable Weight Loss, at eurekaholisticnutrition.com. And our free course gives you some great strategies, and it helps really solidify what it would look like to work with us and our approach to rebuilding health and mastering weight. So if you're tired of battling your weight on your own, we can help. So eurekaholisticnutrition.com, and Start Here is the tab for the free course. And it's just 3 emails. You'll get 3 emails, one each day, and there's a video presentation in each of those emails that talk about metabolic approach. And you'll get a lot of great information, and you'll get really familiar with what it would be like to work with us. We'll see you in video 4.